Do you want to do the thing where we try to draw a character based only on descriptions? Or nah?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do
I
that?
think another fun one is where you describe how to draw the shapes, but you don't describe that much in detail. So if you're drawing a spike on something, you'd say make a triangle on top or something like that. I forgot who did that one.
I'll just think of something off the top of my head that would be fun to describe.
I picked the character I want you to draw because I saw the theme song to the show it's from on the Taiko game that I kind of want. I think that the Taiko characters, they look like this, right?
I've seen those before.
Yeah, that's the game I want.
Yeah, I've seen somebody play that game to do a cover of the Kill Me Baby ending. Your character is male.
Well, that doesn't tell me where to start. Okay, let's start with his head. What does his head look like?
It looks like a squash.
I have drawn a squash.
It has extremities on its head.
What kind of extremities?
Something similar to snail stalks.
Does it have a face?
Yeah, it has a very wide nose. It looks like the peanut butter jelly type banana.
Does this character have eyes?
Yes.
They're above this wide nose.
Yes.
Can you describe what sort of eyes it has?
They're just eyes. Nothing fancy.
Okay, does it have a neck?
Yes, it has a very wide neck.
Okay, there's its neck. Does it have shoulders?
Yes. Very narrow shoulders.
Okay, narrow shoulders. What sort of chest does it have?
A large chest, I guess? I mean... Yeah. What?
I don't know what this is. Does it wear clothes?
Yes.
Okay, let's erase the chest area because... What sort of clothes does it wear?
It wears a vest.
A vest? Like this sort of vest?
Yeah, pretty much.
Does it have an arm like what I drew, or should I erase that as well?
No, it has arms. Yeah, you can keep it.
Does it have a torso?
Yes.
Okay, so... What else does it have on besides a vest?
A long sleeve shirt. It has a body type like Hifumi from Danganronpa.
Oh, so he's... I guess I have to... Is this the character?
Yes!
Any other details before you tell me what monstrosity I've butchered? Because I have no idea what this was supposed to be.
It's supposed to be Shrek.
Somebody wants to.
It's sort of. I guess the body looks sort of like Shrek. I'm going to draw a sad onion, and the onion is crying.
Oh, it's making itself cry.
Is this an onion or a garlic? I'm going to give it little shoes. This is a much better character design than what I've drawn.
So,
I just love the head.
Well, I said squash, but I think what I meant to say was gourd, but the only thing I could think of was squash.
You could have just told me it had a round head.
Well, I didn't want to be too specific.
I mean, Shrek is more like...
When words fail, how will she know? When words fail, how will she know what she drew?
This doesn't look like Shrek either, help. Okay, let's go back to the happy ditto. Okay, you want me to describe the character for you?
Yes, and because I know you can't see my screen, I'll just send you pictures of each stage of the process.
No, you don't have to send me pictures. I kind of just did it based on guessing, and you didn't correct me for the head, so...
Okay.
Okay, so this character's head is about a little bigger than 2/3 of its body, but not quite half. It has a really big head, and it's just a big circle.
It's not one of the drums, is it?
No.
Okay.
And then in the center of its head, it has a big round nose.
Is the nose circular too?
Yes. There's a lot of circles in this design.
It looks like a Weedle.
And then you want to draw some big bulgy cheeks, sort of coming in towards the nose.
Okay.
And you want to draw a smile going from cheek to cheek.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
Oh no. Then you want to do its eyes. It has big round dot eyes.
He looks scary.
And then I guess it kind of has big archy eyebrows. They're just a thin line eyebrow, but they're kind of large arches.
You said Archie eyebrows. I thought you meant like the kind of eyebrows drawn in Archie comics. I'm gonna draw
Okay.
I'm gonna draw them like Archie style eyebrows.
Well, I guess you have to mess it up somehow, since I don't think your result is going to be as bad as my Shrek. Okay, for the body, you kind of want to do a rectangle, but do a triangle cutting up into it at the bottom.
This drawing is like 90% shape tools. It looks like a Pez dispenser.
Okay, above the triangle cutting in a little bit, you want to do a pair of lines running across.
Okay.
And in the center of those lines, in the middle of the body, you want to draw a rectangle inside of a rectangle.
Slow down, I haven't drawn the triangles yet!
There's only one triangle.
Okay, so what comes after the lines?
Then you draw a rectangle in the middle of those lines, with a rectangle inside of it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, above that, you want to draw a smiley face.
Okay.
There's a circle, dot eyes, and a smile.
Okay.
Okay, so then between that and the head, you want to draw kind of a line that's about as wide as a smiley face. You want to draw just a thin line going across and maybe sort of drooping down a little bit, but not much.
Can you repeat that?
Draw a line above the smiley face.
Okay.
Going across, but just a small one.
Okay.
Okay, now you want to do a series of 4 lumps underneath the head, sort of just lumps going down.
Okay.
They shouldn't be covering the smiley face, they're small lumps. Okay. Tell me when you're done with that part.
Okay.
For the arms, they're real simple. Just kind of draw a couple of short, thick arms sticking out.
Okay.
And do the same with the legs. And for the hands and feet, you just want to draw sort of orbis shapes.
Okay.
Okay, partway up the leg and partway up the arm, you want to draw a line dividing the hand from the, well, basically you want to draw a couple of lines partway up the leg and a couple of lines partway up the arm.
Okay.
And then coming out from the side, below, around the edge of where the two lumps were, you're going to draw a couple of lines coming down, and then a sort of wiggly line connecting them behind its legs.
Okay. Is that it?
I think so. Send me what you drew and I'll tell you how badly you butchered it.
I mean, I was able to figure out that it was Anpanman, so...
Yes. I was tempted to try to tell you to draw one of the other characters from the series, so it would be a little bit more difficult.
Okay.
So they'd have the same body shape, but completely different features.
I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Anpanman, so hopefully it didn't.
Okay, let's start with the eyes. Why are they blank?
Well, you said to just draw 2 circles. I drew 2 circles.
Okay, but I really want to... What's wrong with the smiley face?
I mean, I wanted it to look bad on purpose because I knew it was Anpanman, so I tried to do like a troll face.
Why are the lines on a diagonal? That's supposed to be his belt. Why are there just the word lump coming down 4 times? I don't know which of ours is worse. Mine where I had no idea what you were asking me to draw, or yours where you knew what I was asking you to draw and did it horribly. On purpose. But I guess you didn't really understand when I said the triangle cutting up was in the middle.
No,
and that there was only one.
I didn't understand.
I said there was one triangle cutting up in the middle. And what's the big triangle coming down?
It's the triangle that you told me to put.
That's not what I meant. I'm scared.
I mean, to be fair, I thought at first that you were referring to one of the Wigglers from Super Mario.
I'm going to stop looking at this thing now.
Okay. Okay, so...
Your scary gaseous Tengu thing looks much friendlier by comparison now. Weedle, if you're scared of that, you don't want to see what came after it. I definitely should have told you to draw a different character. That way you wouldn't be trying to mess it up on purpose. I like how my Shrek doesn't have a mouth. I think my Ditto I did as a beginning card was the best thing to come out of this.
Okay.
It's friendly and pure and not going to give anyone nightmares.
I'm looking up reference images for the thing that I'm going to describe for you to draw, and some of the results I'm getting are not friendly or pure.
Oh no.
It's mostly fetish art.
What are you asking me to draw? Lola Bunny?
Should I just start describing him to you?
Oh, it's a guy. Okay, let me give this layer a name.
Well, it might not be a guy, I just said him by accident.
Is it an ambiguous character? Is it masculine or feminine or hard to tell?
It can be either or.
Oh, so we're talking like a species? What shape is its head?
It looks like a light bulb, but on its side. And there's a, and there's, and it has ears on the top of its head.
What kind of ears?
Pointy ears.
Is it Birdo?
No. Okay, so between the, okay, so there's a W shape around the ears extending to the extremity of the light bulb. It has pigtail looking things behind its ears. It has a thin neck.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to say that it has an eye.
Where is the eye?
It's underneath the W. It's an angry eye. Okay. It has a top with a bushy collar. It's something that looks like pool floaties around its shoulders.
I guess just this sort of shape.
And it has skinny arms but large forearms.
Is this Popeye gone horribly wrong?
It has 3 fingers, and it has a blade on its hand.
A blade?
Yeah.
Like just sticking... Hold on, I think I know who this is now.
Who's that Pokemon?
I won't try to make any improvements, but the blade on the hand. Does it also have one sticking out of its chest?
Maybe. Oh
Should I continue drawing it? Or are you going to continue trying to describe
no.
it?
I'll continue trying to describe it and see if I'll throw you off the scent. It has like a pear-shaped figure. It wears basketball shorts. And it has paws for back feet.
What?
It has paws.
You didn't describe any legs, so...
It has very strong legs. And it has a tail that looks like the Nike logo. Okay. Okay.
And you can see in the corner, I'm trying to draw what I think you actually are asking me to draw.
Yeah, you got it right. It's a Lucario.
Oh no. So I should give you another character who I thought of one. I just have to look up a picture of it. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but let me just say that there is a version of this character and it is adorable.
Okay.
I'll tell you once we finish. Okay, this is another fairly simplistic character. So for the head, you want to draw kind of a really soft, fuzzy-looking, upside-down pentagon.
Freak, what is a pentagon?
Pentagon, 5 sides.
I'm just getting stuff about the Pentagon as in, like, the actual place.
Well, the building, the Pentagon, is shaped like a pentagon. Okay, you know how an octagon has 8 sides?
No, I drew it.
So it's a soft, upside-down pentagon.
Is it a rufflet?
No. Okay, and in the middle of the pentagon, you want to draw a couple of triangular shapes, sort of in the middle and off to the side a bit,
Okay.
pointing downward.
Okay.
And then you want to kind of make a, sort of following the same pentagonish shape, you want to draw a sort of a circle encapsulating the area below that.
What? Oh boy.
Let's go to the top of the head. I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. It looks sort of like... I don't know how to describe its ears.
Give it your best shot.
It's like you kind of started to draw a spiral, but you only got part of a spiral. Like you're drawing a snail shell, but you don't draw much of a spiral on it. Basically draw a very simple snail shell.
Okay.
And draw one on each side of the head.
Okay. Is it Candy from Smile Precure?
No. In the middle of the face. You want to draw... What's the symbol called? A carrot? The sort of up-pointing arrow. You want to draw that near the bottom of the inner pentagon circle thing.
Okay.
Actually, you could just draw a sad face. Or something. Okay, and... up a little bit up and to the right of that is where the eye's going to go. It's a circle. Just draw a black circle and give it a couple of sparkly highlights. Well, not sparkly, but just give it a couple of highlights in the eye.
Okay.
And then give it not really an eyebrow, but sort of cut off the top of the eye shape so it's sort of determined or angry looking.
For a moment, I thought the triangles were the eyes.
Oh dear. Okay, I need to figure out how to describe this so you won't put it somewhere stupid. Draw a small wing coming out of the side of the eye.
Is it just one of the eyes? Or both?
Yes.
Or both? Okay.
I only told you to draw one eye.
What? I erased the other
So
eye.
if you... Okay. And for the body, just sort of draw a rounded cylinder. It's a small one. It is another character with a fairly small body. And then you want to give it little stubby legs. Not super stubby, but sort of stubby.
Is it Chowder?
No, not that stubby. And then you want to have a couple of arms off the side of the body that are they're also kind of stubby. Not super stubby.
What does its hands look like?
Just kind of little roundish hands. It doesn't have any fingers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I was saving this detail for last because I thought that it might give it away. So coming out of the side of the back, you want to draw a backwards S.
Okay.
And then at the top tip of the S, you want to draw it coming back into the body. But in a roundish sort of way.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a teardrop.
Okay.
And I guess I can give you that there's a spiky pattern near the end of that shape. On the shape.
Is it Eevee?
No, but you're done with all the design elements I gave you.
Yes. Okay, I'll send it
Okay,
to...
send me a picture and I can tell you how badly you messed up. I don't want to look it on Punman anymore. It scares me. The fact that you don't know who it is worries me.
What monstrosity have I created?
I was asking you to draw Candy's older brother. I asked you to draw Pop.
Oh, so I was kind of right. It was someone from Smile Precure.
That's why I wanted to be really careful about describing after you guessed Candy. I mean, the ears are kind of right. I keep seeing the triangles you drew as the eyes. So it looks even more disappointed. And you kind of turned me telling you to draw a sort of roundish pentagon underneath the triangles, which was supposed to be his face behind all the hair. You kind of took that as two different steps. So you gave him a muzzle and a koala nose.
It looks like it has a third eye next to its nose.
And that's the only actual eye. But yeah, the thing I was talking about is I remembered seeing something about, hey, if he can change forms, why doesn't he turn into a human? And then he later does in the series, but I had never actually seen that form. And so that's why I had to stop and go, oh, because it's cute. And then you drew this messed up fairy. Did you take your design and try to draw it as an actual pretty cure fairy messed up thing?
Oh my god.
Therefore dejected other brother.
So I pulled up what I want you to draw.
Oh dear, we're doing another one. Now I have to think of another character. I feel like I'm trying harder than you. Although it doesn't help that I can't correct you completely messing up on what I mean by drawing triangles. I'm just going to stare at this pure boy for a while.
I'm not sure how to describe this character, but...
Then why did you pick it?
No, I picked it because I thought it would be really interesting, but it's like, it's simple shapes, but it's like, do these shapes like have a name?
They probably do.
Okay, so first draw a hat, like...
What kind of hat?
Like a bowler hat.
Is that a bowler hat?
Yeah, that's close enough. And then draw a ring around the hat.
Where around the hat?
Around the brim of the body of the hat, like the bulging part of the hat. And there's 3 blades coming off of the hat.
Which direction are they sticking out?
They're sticking out of the hat.
Like the top?
Around the brim of the hat.
Oh, around the brim.
Okay. Okay. And it has...
Why do you keep drawing things with blades?
Oh, believe me, I could be even meaner to you if I really wanted to. Or I wouldn't even tell you to draw the character, I could just draw the vehicle that the character is in. He has 2 triangles coming out from underneath the hat.
Oh
boy. And he has on either side of the hat there's just draw like leaf shapes or hot dog shapes, like close enough.
I'm very confused. Is it a goat?
No, it is not a goat.
It's kind of reminding me of Rampardos right now. Is it Mr. Rossetti?
No, it is not Mr. Rossetti. Draw 2. Okay, just draw 1 sloping line from one end of the hat that doesn't connect to anything. Okay, and then draw another one on the other side, I guess. And
is this a rejected VeggieTales character?
it's not a vegetable. It's not an
Let me retry that line because it was kind of messed up. Okay, what's next?
At like 3/4 up from the bottom of where the lines are supposed to meet, draw like a upside down chevron in the middle of it. Like
What's a chevron?
No, draw a V shape. A V shape.
Like an upside down V shape?
No, just a regular V. Oh boy.
I feel like I messed something up horribly.
It's a very small V shape. Okay. And then there's an arch over the V shape. And then there's 3 lines coming from either side of the V shape.
Oh, the V shape.
Oh my god.
I don't understand.
Oh my god. And over the arch, it has 2 eyes, but like angry eyes, with very heavy eyeliner.
Okay, very heavy eyeliner. It looks like an angry bird. I've drawn an angry bird after its hat exploded.
Oh my god. And then behind the head, the arches, not the arches, the lines that don't connect to anything. Just draw like a bushy fanned out hairstyle. No, it's under the head! It's under the head!
Oh, underneath.
Yeah. That's not right either, but like it's like the same idea as what she had before, but it's not above the hat. It's like between the bottom of that thing and underneath the ears. Oh my god.
Okay, so this.
Yeah. And then
Now the angry bird is sitting in a nest.
no, it's not a bird.
It is a bird until you tell me what to draw.
Okay. Underneath the V, like draw like a split lip, like a cat. And then draw a triangle underneath that's pointing downward. Oh my god, it's scary! And I guess you could do something like what you would instruct me with Odd Pod Man, with like its cheeks together next to its mouth. It has a chin.
The beak shape is its mouth, but it's not supposed to be a beak, and it's not supposed to be a bird.
It has a chin, like hackers from cyberspace.
What? Okay, I think he has a chin that goes out like this.
That's not what I meant. No.
Like... And then he's got like a goatee. The goatee is staying.
I can't stop No, forget what I said about hacker. No. Oh my god, that was scary.
I'm very lost.
Has a dip in the middle, I guess.
I don't think we're getting anything better out of its chin. Also, I'm giving it the goatee back. What's the next detail? Does it have a body?
Yes, it has a very small body. It's like about the same size as his head. It has a very rectangular body. It has a handkerchief under its chin. And it wears a jacket, like a long sleeve jacket. It has, oh my god. And the same spike thingy that it has on its hat, the same spike thing it has on its hat, it has around its wrists. Oh my god. And it has very large flub, like three-fingered hands and a thumb. Beautiful. And it has paws for feet.
You didn't describe any legs.
I mean, it has very stubby legs.
Okay, we'll pretend they're underneath its jacket.
Yeah, and there's some very, like, you could do a little bit of shading to indicate some shorts.
Okay.
I think it's pretty much done.
Who was I supposed to be drawing?
Spewart from Super Mario Odyssey.
I had a feeling it was one of those characters from Odyssey that I don't remember the design of because I know you've been talking about them a lot.
Yeah, he's actually my favorite villain in Super Mario Odyssey, and I don't know why.
And I turned him into an angry bird.
It's so scary, and I love it.
Okay, so now I understand what you meant by there were spikes coming out of the hat. I put the ears in the wrong spot. I had no idea what you were describing with the hair.
Do it for him.
Oh, when you were telling me to draw lines coming out of the V, I had no idea that's where you meant me to put the whiskers. You probably should have told me to draw whiskers after I drew the mouth. I'm going to try to redraw Stewart from what I remember of what I saw, and also based on fixing this description.
I'm tempted to draw like human versions of all the Brutals, but I don't know if that would be too cringy or not. What are your thoughts, Hobson?
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna draw Harriet as like Sailor Moon. Oh my god! His mouth is so big! Oh, this is a thing of beauty.
Is this one better?
Yes.
I'm still not looking at what he actually looks like, so I don't want to look at a picture of him again. Okay, is this version better?
Yes. For a moment I thought you were doing facial hair on him again, but then I realized that was actually his cravat tie.
Yeah. No, there was a typo. Okay, it guessed the typo anyway.
Oh boy.
I'm going to ask you to draw this character with a prop because it's a very simple character.
Okay.
Okay, it's very small. It's kind of just a body. It's kind of a smushed shape.
But what does the smush look like?
Okay, it's kind of like a tulip on its side. And the petally ends of the tulip are the back of it. That's the rear end of the character.
It has a tulip butt.
Yes. I'm not sure what angle we're drawing it at yet.
I'm drawing a tulip on its side.
But just the bulb of the tulip, not the stem.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So the tulipy part is the back of it, so we're going to go to the front of it.
Is it Kurage-chan from Mermaid Melody? Kura-chan?
No. On the front of its face, you want to draw a fairly large oval.
The front of the face, a very large oval.
Yes. So at the bottom of the tulip.
Okay.
And you want to draw a couple of vertical slits in the middle of the oval.
Is it one of the Bombermen from Super Bomberman?
No. Okay, and above that oval shape, you want to draw a little further apart a couple of sort of wider slits.
Okay. Is it the kid from Scribblenauts?
No. And you want to draw some horizontal lines above those.
How many horizontal lines?
Just one above each.
Okay.
Okay.
It looks like a pig.
Okay. You want to draw some sort of slightly pudgy cone shapes. I guess not pudgy, but slightly. It's still fairly pointy at the tip, but the middle part of it is kind of roundish.
Okay.
You want to draw that up on one of each of those kind of up near the top of the head.
Okay.
In between those, you want to draw a star.
Okay.
Okay, and on the underside of the body, you want to just draw the nubbiest little feet. It has 4 legs, but I'm not sure what angle you're at, so draw 4 legs, or 2 legs, or 3 legs, however many will fit.
Okay.
And I think you're about done. Unless you want to draw a stripe on its back.
Who was I supposed to draw?
Well, send me the monstrosity you've created. This one's actually not that bad.
What was I supposed to be drawing?
You were supposed to be drawing the baby boar from Clanad.
Oh! Button.
I decided to make it a little bit more challenging. I asked you to draw it with one of Fuko's stars because it had one in one scene. Why does it have a lightning bolt?
Well, you said to draw a stripe on its back.
I said a stripe, not a lightning bolt.
Well, I didn't know what kind of...
Usually a stripe is just a straightish sort of line. Aww. Are you trying to justify the lightning bolt?
Maybe. So should we, look at all...
I dare you to post these without context for an hour, and then you can write a description. Make an image set of Anpon Man, sad, dejected, pretty cure dog, and lightning bolt's baby boar. Just do an image set of that, no context, and then edit it an hour later to give it a description. Well, I guess that's it.
That was a lot of fun. And also kind of terrifying.